So the Dallas Stars have won the Western Conference for the 2020 Stanley Cup playoffs by eliminating the Vegas Golden Knights in 5 games. We'll be taking a look at this series and unfortunately the demise of the Vegas Golden Knights and what happened in this series for the Dallas Stars to move on to the Stanley Cup final. We'll be taking a look at that in this video. If you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. And let's take a look at how the Dallas Stars eliminated the Vegas Golden Knights. So it's official. The Vegas Golden Knights have been eliminated by the Dallas Stars in the Western Conference Final. Now, this, unfortunately for me, made my prediction wrong. I predicted that the Vegas Golden Knights would indeed beat the Dallas Stars in this series. But if you look back at that video, I mentioned that the goaltending would be critical, which in most series it is, so that was a given. But then I also mentioned how the Dallas Stars need their top guys to be going, the top stars, quote unquote, to be going. Guys like Jamie Benn, Alexander Radulov, and Tyler Seguin. And we definitely saw the emergence of Jamie Benn in this series. He's been hot and cold during these playoffs here in 2020, but specifically here in this Vegas Golden Knights series, he was unbelievable, and he ended up scoring a goal here in Game 5, and that was a big goal for the Dallas Stars, put them up late in the second period. It would end up being a close game that ended in overtime, but Jamie Benn looked really solid. And not to mention that guy, Joel Kiviranta, who once again gets on the board for the Dallas Stars. So let's start off with this series, how things went. Now, obviously, the Dallas Stars took command early. They ended up winning Game 1 of this series and never really looked back. I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I thought Vegas having that time off, they would come out a little bit slow in this series and progressively take over as the series went along. But that was unfortunately not the case, as the Dallas Stars took control and never really let up on the Vegas Golden Knights. The big thing in this series for the Vegas Golden Knights that they really were not able to score enough goals. That was a big issue here in the finals. A team that was scoring explosively throughout most of the 2020 Stanley Cup playoffs had their issues here against the Dallas Stars. Anton Khudobin, Houdini, who some of them are calling in between the pipes, has been unbelievable this year for the Dallas Stars. And the Dallas Stars were just able to get things going. Rick Bowness behind the bench just seems to be such a great addition. It seems to be working so well for the Dallas Stars, despite some of the injury issues that have been going on. You know, you have guys like Joe Pavelski in the bottom six, Joel Kiviranta getting on the board. You know, it's very exciting here for the Dallas Stars back in the Stanley Cup final. It's been a long time for the Dallas Stars, but definitely worthy. I'm definitely excited for the Dallas Stars. I would have liked to see Robin Lehner get back to the Stanley Cup final. You know, obviously being an Islander fan, I really do like Robin Lehner, but that team there in Vegas is going to be here for a couple of years. I really like what they have done, but the Dallas Stars, I'm going to give them the credit here today. A really solid effort, and they deserve to go to the Stanley Cup final. So comment down below. What do you think of this series? What was the biggest flaw for the Vegas Golden Knights in losing this series? And what was the biggest thing for the Dallas Stars in dominating the Vegas Golden Knights? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. Make sure to check out our Patreon at Goal Line Hockey for exclusive content, post-game recaps, as well as a weekly podcast. Make sure to check that out. Make sure to check out our Instagram and Twitter handles at goalline_hockey. Thank you so much for watching, and let's go Stars.